In our country, the dream of a government job is more than just a paycheck. It's about security, stability, and respect. For generations, these jobs have been seen as a symbol of success, a way to earn not just a living, but also dignity in the eyes of society. The idea of a government job is woven into the aspirations of countless families, shaping childhood ambitions and guiding the choices of young adults. For millions, it's a path to upliftment, a way to support families and build a future. Parents dream alongside their children, investing time, hope, and resources into this pursuit. The entire family often rallies behind one member, believing that a government job can change their collective destiny. Young people dedicate years to competitive exams like those conducted by the Staff Selection Commission, believing hard work will be rewarded. They sacrifice leisure, social life, and sometimes even their health, all for a shot at a secure future. The pressure is immense, but so is the hope. Parents invest their savings, trusting the system to honor merit. For many, these savings represent years of sacrifice and the belief that honest effort will open doors that were once closed to them. The SSC exams are seen as a gateway for anyone, regardless of background, to earn a respectable place in society. It's a rare opportunity where caste, class, or connections are supposed to take a back seat to talent and perseverance. The integrity of these exams is a matter of national faith, a social contract between the state and its citizens. When people believe the process is fair, it strengthens trust in the system and in the idea of equal opportunity. But what happens when this faith is shattered? When the system that promised fairness suddenly feels rigged, the disappointment is profound and far-reaching. When corruption infects recruitment, it tells honest students their efforts are meaningless. The years of hard work, the sacrifices made by families, all seem to vanish in an instant. The message, merit doesn't matter, connections do. It's a bitter lesson for those who believed in the promise of equal opportunity, and it erodes the very foundation of trust in public institutions. The West Bengal School Service Commission recruitment scam is a stark reminder of this betrayal. It exposed how deep the rot can go and how many lives can be upended by a single act of dishonesty. It's not just a headline, it's a tragedy for thousands of real people. Behind every news story are dreams broken, families devastated, and futures put on hold. Teachers, students, and families were caught in a web of deceit. The impact ripples through communities, leaving scars that may never fully heal. This story compels us to confront the truth behind the chaos, to ask difficult questions about accountability, and to demand a system where dreams are not so easily destroyed. In 2016, West Bengal School Service Commission announced a massive recruitment drive for teachers and staff. The news spread quickly, igniting hope in countless households across the state. For many, this was more than just a job notification. It was a beacon of possibility, a rare chance to break the cycle of uncertainty that plagued so many families. For thousands, this was the opportunity of a lifetime, a chance to secure a stable, respected job. Parents dreamed of their children's futures, and young aspirants saw a path to dignity and financial security. The promise of government employment meant not just a paycheck, but social standing and peace of mind. Lakhs applied, each carrying their own dreams and their families' hopes. The competition was fierce, but the stakes were even higher. For many, this was a once-in-a-generation chance to change their destiny. Candidates prepared for months, navigating tough syllabi and grueling exams. Late nights, early mornings, and endless revisions became the norm. Sacrifices were made, friendships put on hold, all for the hope of a better tomorrow. The process was supposed to be a testament to fairness and transparency. Every step, from application to examination, was meant to uphold the values of merit and equal opportunity. Trust in the WBSSC was absolute. Candidates believed merit would prevail. Families placed their faith in the system, confident that hard work would be rewarded and justice would be served. When results were announced, those selected felt immense relief and pride. Years of effort had finally paid off, and celebrations erupted in homes and neighborhoods. They began new lives as educators, planning for their families' futures. The sense of achievement was overwhelming, and dreams of stability seemed within reach at last. But beneath the surface, the foundation of their success was already crumbling. Whispers of irregularities and doubts about the process began to circulate, sowing seeds of anxiety. The system they trusted was riddled with fraud. Allegations surfaced, and investigations soon followed, casting a shadow over every appointment. Their hard-won jobs were built on a house of cards. The very foundation of their new lives was now in question, and fear replaced hope. The collapse would be spectacular and heartbreaking. Families who had celebrated together now faced uncertainty and despair. None could foresee how quickly their dreams would unravel or how deeply the betrayal would cut. Soon after appointments, whispers of wrongdoing grew louder. Unsuccessful candidates, confident in their performance, raised specific allegations of manipulation. Petitions reached the courts, and a large-scale scam began to emerge. Investigators uncovered tampering of OMR answer sheets, some left blank and filled in later, others altered to favor certain candidates. Marks were inflated for the undeserving, while genuine candidates were sidelined. The entire merit list was manipulated, making it impossible to distinguish honest from fraudulent appointments. This wasn't a few bad actors, it was a deep-rooted conspiracy. The recruitment body had become a marketplace for jobs. The process was so corrupted that the judiciary faced an impossible task: how to salvage a system built on deceit. The full, shocking extent of the scam was now undeniable. After years of legal battles, the Supreme Court delivered a landmark verdict in March 2025. It cancelled all 25,753 appointments from the tainted 2016 process, calling it a systemic fraud. The corruption was so deep, the court said, that separating genuine from fraudulent candidates was impossible. The only solution: scrap the entire process. The court also ordered all salaries earned through these jobs to be returned. This was a bitter blow for thousands, but a clear message: dishonest gains would not be tolerated. The verdict was a powerful warning to all public bodies. Integrity must come before individual hardship. The hammer had fallen, aiming to restore faith in the rule of law. Behind the numbers are thousands of shattered lives. Overnight, teachers and staff lost jobs they'd held for nearly a decade. Many were sole breadwinners, now facing financial ruin and mounting debts. The order to repay years of salary pushed families into crisis. The emotional toll was immense. Shame, stigma, and mental anguish spread through communities. Even those who earned their jobs honestly were branded as frauds. Schools, already short-staffed, suddenly faced thousands of vacancies. Students' education was disrupted, classrooms left in chaos. The scam's impact rippled far beyond the individuals. It hurt the very children these teachers were meant to serve. Corruption at the top had devastated the most vulnerable. The Supreme Court's verdict was harsh, but it offered a path forward. The West Bengal government was ordered to start a fresh, transparent recruitment within 3 months. Innocent candidates could reapply, giving them a second chance to prove their merit. Disabled employees were allowed to keep their jobs, recognizing their unique challenges. Those who left other government posts for these jobs could return if they applied promptly. The focus now conduct a recruitment process free from past taint. The nation is watching. Integrity and transparency are non-negotiable. The success of this new process will determine if public trust can be restored. It's a crucial test for the state's administration. The Supreme Court's verdict addressed the administrative failure, but the criminal investigation continues. The CBI is probing the full extent of the scam, tracking tampered OMR sheets, manipulated rankings, and the network behind it all. The investigation aims to hold every conspirator accountable, from officials to political figures. The Supreme Court has allowed the CBI to examine the role of the state cabinet in creating illegal posts. The outcome will have major political and legal consequences. Only a thorough, conclusive probe can deter future scams. The unfinished task: ensure justice and safeguard the future of public recruitment. The deepest wound from the WBSSC scam is the erosion of public trust. For generations, government jobs symbolized fairness and opportunity. This scam shattered that belief, breeding cynicism and despair among the youth. Honest, talented individuals now question whether hard work matters at all. The system risks becoming a vicious cycle. Corruption breeds mediocrity, and mediocrity enables more corruption. Restoring trust is a monumental challenge. Every new recruitment is now met with skepticism. The government's moral authority is at stake. The WBSSC scam is a wake-up call. Demand accountability, transparency, and integrity in all public exams. Once lost, public trust is incredibly hard to regain. The West Bengal SSC scam is a painful lesson in how dreams can be betrayed by systemic failure. For thousands of young aspirants, years of hard work and hope were shattered in an instant, leaving behind a sense of injustice and frustration that cannot be easily forgotten. The impact of such corruption goes far beyond individual disappointment. It erodes faith in the very institutions meant to protect and uplift us. The Supreme Court's decisive action was necessary to protect the sanctity of public recruitment. By stepping in, the judiciary sent a strong message that no one is above the law and that justice must prevail, even when powerful interests are at stake. The way forward is clear. Build robust, transparent, technology-driven systems immune to manipulation. Digital safeguards, regular audits, and real-time monitoring can help ensure that merit, not money or influence, determines opportunity. But technology alone isn't enough. We need a culture of integrity and zero tolerance for corruption. Ethical leadership, public awareness, and strong whistleblower protections are essential to create an environment where honesty is valued and wrongdoing is swiftly punished. The CBI must be allowed to finish its work, holding every guilty party accountable. Only then can we begin to restore faith in the system and send a clear warning to those who might consider similar crimes in the future. For those unfairly affected, the new recruitment is a chance at redemption. It's an opportunity to reclaim lost dreams and prove that perseverance and honesty can still open doors. For the system, it's an opportunity to rebuild trust from the ashes. Reforms must be deep and lasting, so that every citizen can once again believe in fair play and equal opportunity. The fight for fair exams is a fight for the nation's future. When we protect the dreams of our youth, we invest in the progress and prosperity of the entire country. The WBSSC scam must be a catalyst for change. Never again should public trust be so deeply betrayed. Let this be the moment we choose honesty, justice, and hope over cynicism and despair.